Today, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. Teddy Bridgewater and the Tennessee Titans taking on Justin Herbert and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to kick off.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They'll be taken out by the product of the University of Louisville, the talented Teddy Bridgewater.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
It's a gain of
the numbers on the ground for Carson last week. 9 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is Carson. And gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. It'll be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
2 yards.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
So here come the Chargers with a long field ahead of them.
And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
And they got the win, so I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
Chargers.
Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
CeeDee Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Chargers have taken the lead.
This has to be great for the psyche of this offense. Presented with bad field position, they didn't let it stop them. They rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
McCann's got it teed up. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Able to shake him off. Now he's flushed out left. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Recovered by
That's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
the Chargers first down.
Now it's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1 at the 22-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Touchdown, Los Angeles.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Tucker McCann.
McCann's got it teed up. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
They're on the 25-yard line.
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Score, Chargers 14, Titans 3.
From down near his goal line here, Herbert. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. There he goes right side. Touchdown, L.A.
Complete to number 1.
A big play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
25-yard.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Here's Carson. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
3rd and 5.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone. The Charger drive about to get going. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Right back to him on 1st down. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
1st down, Los Angeles.
Herbert operating from the red zone. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing again. Herbert. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Tucker McCann set to
McCann's got it teed up.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
From the 27, Bridgewater under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team that had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a defensive player.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Touchdown, L.A.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Titans getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Oh, here we go. Oh, hey, alert. Mike's 50. Here we go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater, quick slant to Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Check.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Kenneth Murray in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, that's 2 sacks in this game, so add that to the 4 from last week. I think that's 6.
Good math. Excellent math. And look, he's going to get all the attention. He deserves it. He got home and got the quarterback on the ground. But that's a concentrated team effort because you got a lot of guys who occupy blockers to allow him access to rush the passer.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but
he's got daylight. 30. 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on. And his kick is good. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. 1-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Chris Carson trotting back out there. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
This time they'll just keep this on the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. So we've reached halftime. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL.
This will make it into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
First down, Chargers.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Down at the 4-yard line. A gain of 3. Brings up second and...
Here's Herbert now on second down. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
Sacked. A loss of 5 yards. It's 3rd down and goal.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 9-yard line.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Hey, D-line.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. I got you. I got you. Hey, check Mike's 50.
To throw, Bridgewater. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
50's to Mike. All day. All day.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. And the pressure gets to him again. Kenneth Murray racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to...
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Bridgewater. Escaping the play, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. Back now in Nashville, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. To throw is Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's into the clear. The 30. 10, and he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Number 11.
A big play there. An even 90 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
McCann's got it teed up.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here. The
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Kenneth Murray.
He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Hey, watch the lane. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby.
After the sack on 1st down, Bridgewater. Man open left side is Brown. He's at the 30, past the 20, and he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10.
That's good.
A big play there on the catch and run, and even 70 yards.
At the 9-yard line.
Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50. Mike 50. You.
Now Bridgewater. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Kenneth Murray
In there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd
A
down.
loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and goal to go.
They run again with Carson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
2-yard gain.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And this one is right through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score. Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the
Herbert.
12-yard line.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
It's a pickup of 3.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert.
At the 46-yard line.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Tucker
Extra point forthcoming.
For the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
McCann's got it teed up.
The Titans take
And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And look at the numbers. They have gotten him more involved. I guess the question now, Charles, defensively, how do you make him less involved?
That's always a key question, isn't it? Sometimes other guys are starting to play really well and you shift your attention to them. You got to make sure you got full focus on him because he's so good that if you don't, he finds a way to make plays. Always have 2 guys in his vicinity. Usually.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Kenneth Murray.
What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Throwing is Bridgewater. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brown. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On now is the Titans punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Hughes brought him down. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Here's Herbert. Rolling to his right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long when they throw the football. They're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage on just about every throw that they make. And there's another one there, and they continue to have that fun that you just talked about.
And to give this time to the tailback. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 30-yard line.
Tighten up, tighten, 18. Switch.
Back to throw here, Herbert. That's going to be caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chargers, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin.